Hey folks, this is Kaissa. I am back here, safe and sound, to teach you how to make some chicken adobo. But first thing we need some soy curls, which we get on Amazon. It's like 3 bags for 15 or 10, something like that. I don't remember clearly, but this is how it looks like. A quick zoom. It strips like chicken, and it has like the texture like it is chicken, which is so weird and odd. But let's start by beginning with a direction in the bag. This is what's going to be telling me what to do. But first, to make it taste like chicken, I had this vegan Chickenless seasoning salt. You can get it at Trader Joe's. Sprinkle around like 3 rounds around in your pan. And if you want for the liquid, you could put water or vegetable stock. In this case, for me, I had a lot of vegetable stock, so Miss Kaissa is going to pour some to the level where the chicken is at, the soy curls. And once it is, I'm going to go and put it on high, so it could be cooked quick. I'm in a rush and when I did this video, I was in a rush, I'll admit. I just want to be done and get out of the kitchen and be in my room and be in peace. And once it's already boiling, just lower it down to the lowest and make sure that the water already had disappeared. Now you're going to transfer it to the strainer and let it soak a little bit, whatever it has on the soy curls. Alright, so here it goes. We're going to begin doing the Vegan Filipino Chicken Adobo oil-free with Kaissa. Yes. So based on the recipe, which I'm going to share with you down below, I'm going to put some potato, carrots, bay leaves, and remember the bay leaves and what's it called? The black pepper corn. I think that's what it's called. You can put down below. And once it's boiling, you're going to put the sauces, which are the soy sauce, apple cider vinegar, and sugar. The sugar, based on the recipe, put half of it, not everything. The reason why, because you want to save it toward the end, so have the accuracy of sauce flavor. Alright, and this is the time that you're going to go transfer the soy curls to the pot, so it could absorb everything in it and it will taste so yummy. Okay, so I'm seeing this view. We're just going to wait until it boils once again and pour like 4 cups, I believe I put, of water. And once when you already have poured, you're going to put the onion and the garlic. The reason why, because toward the end, since it's oil-free, makes a huge difference that you're just letting it boil, and it would like kick in and still stay in with the flavor. And that's the whole difficult part when it comes to oil-free. But it's never difficult, it's easy once when you keep on practice. So once it's boiling from here, I'm just waiting and show you something that what I like to do just to keep it green and save our planet and the animals. I like to recycle, so if you guys don't know, from the beverage, from any plant milk or what I have right now, just pop up the corners and flat them and go roll it in, and you can just seal it up just like that. So there you go, folks. If you have done this, give me a thumbs up on this video and let me know, because I do it for the animals and for my own self and for the planet. Yeah. And last but not least, we're going to end it with cornstarch and sugar. So my sugar already has this all because, you know, it's hot and it's ready. So once it's ready, I'm going to put it on the side. And of course, we can't eat this without rice. Yes, you gotta eat this with rice. I got this instant pot. Miss Kaissa's talking too fast. On the month of my birthday, which was July, and I decided to get it because you could do so much things like steaming, sauteing, oatmeal, quinoa, and I do all of that, so I'm good to go. Thank you very much. Alright, here goes the finished product, how it looks like. And excuse me for putting some spinach. The only reason why is because I run a family has anemic, don't want to cross it, so I just did it for the heck of it. And still tastes amazing. So thank you folks for taking the time to watch me cook, and you are very welcome.